when you edit this, that little squeak you just did, you need to make that super loud.
Surgeon believes in, I keep calling it a futuristic surgery, but it's not a futuristic surgery. It's happening right now.
Yeah, it's not futuristic.
But like he puts 2 pieces of metal instead of 1.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely not.
Yes,
scary.
it was. You were scared of the waves.
I've never thrown up because of fear. That's
Yes.
the weirdest thing.
Is JP?
How many times are you going to do that?
No, I feel bad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fully Nuking Podcast. I think I just blew my level out there.
Oh, wow.
However,
That's getting fancy.
We're back, and the first thing you might notice is that my arm is not in a sling.
I thought you were going to say that JP's here.
We have some astounding things to talk about today, some super epic stuff. We are joined today by none other than...
Jay Verney.
What are those things? Flow riding construction extraordinaire.
And filmer extraordinaire.
JP O'Brien.
Yay.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
Wow.
Also, my better half,
Wow.
my wife.
My wife.
6 days from our wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow. it's
Jordan
that time already.
Verney.
5 days. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to dive in. This is episode 52
Just making that up.
of the Fully Nuking Podcast. But first,
He likes to do this.
a moment to vibe.
Okay, you have to vibe. So you have to close your eyes.
Let's take a moment to vibe.
Feels too bad.
You vibing?
That was a good one.
Bring in the energy of the universe, the positive energy around you.
Oh, God, we're still fighting.
Bring it in, recycle it,
That was bad.
use it to take your beliefs and strengthen the good things that you believe in, that you want to see happen in this world. Now go out into the world and make it a better place.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you. I didn't vibe, so I drank my recharge juice.
One day, everyone will recognize the vibe.
I recognize it. It's great.
All right, so
Acadia spring water. Did you go up to Maine for this?
Yes. My father got it for us. My father.
actually in Maine, this is valueless.
Isn't that not even Maine, though? That's Acadia. I thought it's Arcadia.
Connecticut and
Or is
New
that the
York, you
college?
could get 5 cents for it, though.
I never understand that.
All right, so
All right, so.
let's talk surgery.
No. I thought we were going to do I think we have to go through a thing.
Okay.
We have to have our real,
Take
our
it
vibe.
away, Jay Vern.
Okay.
Oh.
So, again, we're going to do our comments.
Hold on,
because-
something's bothering me.
Okay.
I gotta.
Look at Ryan. That's just winning. Look at that haircut.
Why does that picture look like that?
Because it was from a computer.
Oh, okay.
I took it from a video. Which you're in one of these videos in the background. Or you're somewhere in here. It's funny. Look at Ben dancing.
I was lingering. Dude,
All right.
he's getting down. He was vibing for sure.
That was a
then,
vibe.
Yeah.
Now
All
we,
right.
we did do one podcast with JP before.
Yeah. And Ben.
Oh, yeah. I actually thought maybe it sucked. And you guys were like, nah, we're not posting that.
No, it was good. It was real good.
No, if
And,
you met Ben, he would post. And even if it did suck, he would just still post.
That's true.
Yeah.
There'd be nothing stopping
There's always
him.
something valuable to it.
Yeah.
But I actually ended up putting the SD card on my laptop, and then I believe in a haste to go out and find ways, I grabbed the SD card, formatted it, and moved on with my day.
That was it.
Sorry, buddy.
Easily forgettable.
This is your chance to redeem
Yeah,
yourself.
but you're not the only one. He's done that with, I think, me in the
I
beginning.
did that 3 times so
all the
far.
time.
You need more
because-
cards.
It's just like they're so long.
Do you have a card sponsor?
No. I should SanDisk, though.
There you go.
Is he chewing gum in the podcast? I might need to stop.
That would be him.
He
That'd
said
be your friend on the left.
Sorry.
it's fine, but Ben always gets mad if I make noises like that.
I just swallowed the gum. Now it's stuck in here for
Are you a
what,
gum swallower?
7 years.
He had-
What?
he
What was
could've
I
put it
supposed
right
to do with
here.
it? I'm not going to put it on
It's
the table.
in his intestines with all the steak he's eaten in his life.
Steak.
Wow.
No,
Steak stays in your intestines for like 8 years, they
Oh,
claim.
God,
I
man.
can't imagine that's even close to
No,
true.
I'm looking that up.
How-
But I
It's
don't
definitely
eat red
not
meat
true.
though.
How many fun facts did we learn as kids that are just not even...
Yo, it's illegal to turn the lights on in the car while you're driving.
Yes, that's what I was literally about to say.
Yo,
That
Jordan.
your parents would be like, turn off the lights, it's illegal, I'll get pulled over.
Yeah.
You're not getting pulled over.
That's how my dad would be like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Wait, my parents would say I can't see the road when you have the light on.
They would say it's illegal.
And I'd be like, what?
I mean, there's some truth to that, right?
so, like, whoever
about the-
told you that, I've never heard what you just said. It says it literally takes 2 days.
Jordan
2 days.
Brought
Two
up-
days, 8 years.
Yeah.
Jordan brought up
tomato.
Marilyn Manson's rib the other day,
Yeah,
or
because
this morning. We were like,
Lack thereof.
"How did everyone?" But it's not true.
No.
So-
How did everyone think that?
Yeah, we were saying because there's like a TikTok trend right now, and they were like, back in the day, how did rumors go from school to school all over the country? Because like
Oh, before cell
before
phones.
cell phones,
before
before social
anything.
media,
It
like
was just whispering down the line.
yeah, and like I was saying that it's so crazy for us because I had 42 girls in my high school class, and it was only girls. So like for us to get that information was like a little crazy that we would get Marilyn Manson like took out his rib, and then it's
Yeah,
like
but do you know why?
yes,
Okay.
yes, but it's like why? How would we even figure
Why?
that
Yeah,
out?
tell us why.
So he could touch his toes, right?
Yes, pretty much. So you
With
can
his mouth?
so you can bend fully over and do some fellatio.
What's funny is
Is that what
though.
it's called?
He's trying to fellate himself.
What's funny is though, like if you just stretch enough, you could probably do that anyway. Because like you see those people can like lay down and touch their toes like full extension.
That is so weird.
Like me before
I
my
feel
injury.
like you would have to be able to like bend in the middle of your back. Like your pivot point would have to be higher for that to work.
I'm gonna say this.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Because if you fold like this, your head is touching your toes. No, your knees.
Knees.
Yeah, your knees.
You'd have
I mean,
to be able
dude.
to go like this.
Dude,
Unless you're just
Yeah.
Dude, D-bag could just touch his head to his knees. Like
I know. No, like
never
no
stretched a
stretching.
day in his life. I will say this:
That's because you
my
might.
younger brother
What?
was able to lick.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. We
It's that long.
we
Ew, I don't want to think about that.
We-
Oh my god.
we filmed
Stop.
it a couple times when we were like 11.
You guys are so weird.
And we're gonna put that footage up, right?
He could lick it. It's pretty impressive. We used to be like, wow, like and then later in life, I learned from the physical therapy in King of Prussia actually
Yeah.
that I was the least flexible person that had ever been to that physical therapy.
But then you met me.
and then well, apparently you never been to that physical therapy.
No,
but-
because if you saw my flexibility is at a -5.
Can you touch your toes?
No, and I never been able
Like
to.
not even close.
Okay, the only time I was able to touch my toes was when I started working out, like years ago now. But my trainer every day would be like, "You are the most unflexible person. We are going to make you touch your toes."
it
So then-
affects your life.
Yeah, and by like the 5th week of training, I could, but I lost that within. When I started doing this other version of gym, I can't. I cannot touch my toes.
It affects your
You
life.
don't take time out to stretch. usually.
Hell no, I hate it.
That's fair.
I used to love being tight and sore. It was the best feeling. I don't understand. I don't want to be like loose.
She gets on the bandwagon every couple months with me because I do stretch every night, and she starts getting on it, and then she just like, you know what? Screw
Well, because
this.
sometimes I am in pain. I'm like, oh, I gotta stretch.
You
But
get
then,
close to your toes and you're like, nah, that's good enough.
100%, I can go to my
She's
knees.
like, I've been able
I'm
to
fine.
lick it for years.
I don't need to be flexible. I would like my legs sometimes. Like I don't know. I'm not that flexible. Are you flexible?
Yeah, kinda.
I think that's a man thing. I think
think
men are more flexible. than
Every person I know is more flexible than me. I have to work so hard for it.
women. Oh,
Is
someone's
that me?
phone ringing. It's
All
you. Why? What's this? What do you mean? All right.
it might be a big deal.
What? It's you said you have a call at 3:30. All right, JP. Well, you're flexible.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
I don't stretch a lot, but like it comes back really quick.
Oh, see, yeah, because what is muscle memory?
I get why. I don't know.
Muscle memory, yeah.
Yeah, but
That is
once
muscles.
but when they tighten up,
But it's memory. 'cause
I
you
don't think
get
they're
back.
remembering how to be loose.
They
You got to
are.
work them into that.
Maybe, but I feel like someone that actually can touch their toes at one point might be at not at a disadvantage. Like I'm at a disadvantage. I've never been able to do it.
But you're only at a disadvantage just because you don't stretch.
Because I used to go to ballet class. I was little.
What?
3rd grade,
You
and
were a ballerina?
yeah, I did tap, jazz, and ballet.
Are your feet all messed up from it?
No, I was not a real ballerina. I was a
okay.
little kid ballerina.
Okay.
And all the little girls could stretch. Like, when you do the stretch, like lean to your left,
Yeah.
lean to your right. I would not be able to do anything, and I just blame my fat belly. But I don't think it was my belly. As I tell myself.
You got to you got to push the stretch. There was like, oh God, I don't remember how old I was. Early teens. I was going to a karate class with a guitarist in the band I was playing in. I only went to a couple lessons.
Oh, guitar
But-
lessons.
No,
I mean,
no, karate.
Oh, you were a karate star.
No, definitely not a karate star.
were
But
the
the
same level as
the
me.
first couple classes I went to were just stretching.
Yeah.
And like, you'd sit down and like reach out to your toes,
Yeah.
and he would just like push you down. Oh, it's so painful.
That is painful.
But it worked.
I always question like karate.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like a funny, like, no, that's not funny. I don't mean to be mean. But it's like, the kids that got into karate never understood it. Because, like, were you really getting a black belt? I don't really. It's like everyone ended up having the purple and then the black, and it was like everyone has it. What do you? I don't know. What are you doing with karate?
I don't know. I guess, yeah. I never, that was the only time I really went, and I was like, yeah.
What other extracurricular activities did you do as a kid?
As a kid, all of it. Well, I didn't play football, but I played soccer, basketball,
I could see you
baseball,
doing soccer and baseball.
Basketball. I played in like elementary school, I guess.
Yeah.
And I remember scoring on our own team, and everyone was like, "You blew it," and I was, and I just didn't play after that.
No, I was really bad at basketball. Really bad at basketball.
I never really got into the team sports. Like once I went when I was in high school in Ocean City.
That's when I quit high school.
And that was it.
Yeah. I could have. So what happened? Like I was really good at field hockey. I loved it. Everyone told me like you have to play in high school. You're great. Got to the high school training and they were like, okay, you have to be here at 8 a.m. Your summer's cut in half and you have to run.
They rip your freedom away.
And I was like, I am not going to school in the middle of summer. Like it was just
to run.
Literally, it was like the dumbest thing. Like I'm in high school. Like this team wasn't going anywhere. Like I did not need to leave Brigantine because I was obsessed with being in Brigantine. Like what? No, I don't understand. And any person that could, I feel like if I lived here though and went to school, I probably would have been on a team because it wouldn't have been a big deal because I would have just been like, okay, I'll go to school.
You're already at the beach.
You're already at the beach. But then I was not going back to Pennsylvania in the summer. Ugh, horrible. Well,
but think about how you could have been like the star of that team.
It was the star of my other team.
You could have brought it all together so they would have went somewhere.
It was. I was.
You never gave them the opportunity.
I was the star. And then the craziest story, and then we'll go back to the comments. We'll go to the comments. Was that it was the championship game because we used to do tournaments. It was
Yellow Card was playing.
Well, Yellow Card did play at my high school.
What?
Yes, we won. All girls school won by texting Y100 a bajillion times.
I was trying really hard to think of a Yellow Card song.
Ocean Avenue.
Ocean Ave, dude.
Ocean Avenue.
Way from here I'll be.
Yeah. And then wait, listen.
Different one.
And I broke my ankle in the game, and I went to the hospital and I broke my ankle. Or a fractured ankle, whatever. Went to the hospital, got an x-ray. They said, okay, put this on. You're fine. Then go to the other doctor. Okay. Came back and we were tied. So we had to do a shootout. And I did the shootout with my broken ankle.
What?
No
That's
way.
how good I was. Yeah. And
You're-
Ben Ty doesn't believe me, but I can call my dad right now and he would tell me that happened.
That's gnarly. Did you shoot?
Your physical
What do you mean?
therapist
Yes,
would
I
have been
shot
like,
and I got the
nah.
goal. I was really good.
Wait, did you kick
This
it with
was-
your...
No, field hockey.
Oh, field hockey.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying that's how good I was and that's how dedicated I was. I went back to the game.
I don't know why I was thinking soccer. I'm like, there's no way.
You know.
There was
Just have this floppy foot.
I remember like everyone was like, dude, man, play soccer. Just play. It's fun. And then my friend like went, Eric Rutenbar, and he went first game, he like fell over, broke his arm, compound fracture. His arm was like sideways. And I was like, yo,
Like, I'm definitely doing
soccer.
this. Yeah.
We were watching like the football game yesterday, and that was like the craziest thing. Like actually, really watching those guys get like manhandled and
gnarly.
like I don't know.
Well,
And think about how big and heavy they are too. It's like getting hit by a bus.
dude, with this going on, everything I see now, I'm like, broke his collarbone.
no way.
How did he not break his
How does he not? Do you think the pads help when they fall?
No.
They have to give some.
They have to give some-
Oh, well, they wouldn't be there, right?
Yeah, they have to give some type of.
Like the good old days.
I know that's crazy when you watch like.
They help the franchise make money.
Yeah. All right, so we'll read some of these comments, right?
Let's go.
Okay. Let's do this one. Hey Ben, this is from Professor Joey Greco. Greco?
Joey
Greco.
Greco.
He's a
Greco.
professor. Hey Ben, I love your content. I followed you for a while. When I have some time to wind down, I watch your vlogs. Your mindset has been such an inspiration. I wanted to ask you if you could talk about how you manage all that you do. What's your schedule like? How does Ben Gravy take care of the day-to-day stuff? What's the creative process when you edit your videos? Thanks, dude, for the dream.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Joey.
Thank you for the kind words. It probably looks better than it feels. From the outside, it looks like we're just on top of it.
We're not on top of anything.
It's just a hot mess. An organized
it is,
hot
though,
mess.
but life is, that's how life is, you know? But I think I know my main goal in the beginning of the week, right? 3 vlogs, usually, and a podcast. And my main thing is like I'm active, but Jordan can
I'm unactive.
contribute to this. No, she knows that like I'm doing stuff, but I'm actually thinking about other stuff the whole time I'm doing stuff. So that I think is the main thing that helps me do what I need to do. I'm actually doing 30 things at once and slowly getting them all done, and then it kind of all comes to a head where it seems like everything worked out perfectly. But before that, it's madness. Like, oh, I'm focusing on this for 10 minutes, that for 20 minutes, editing the vlog for 3 hours, then we got to go film for an hour, then we got to write this, then we got to call this person, then we got to figure this out, this design out. Then I try to pass Jordan a lot of it.
How does she do?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's something a lot of, like, just from being friends with you and being part of the vlogs, and a lot of people are like, damn, he's like living the life. I was like, dude, he works all day. Like, the stuff you see it's the cool part, right?
Yeah.
You get to surf, but it's just when you're done filming for the day, then you're just editing all night.
Yeah.
Like, you're not
like,
chilling really at all.
I really have sacrificed a lot of social luxuries. And just sometimes when you do surf all day with your friends and you're kicking it and you want to hang out and crack a LaCroix open and talk about the waves and stuff, I'll be on the couch editing while the boys are all laughing. And it's tough sometimes, but it's the life I chose, so I do love it. But yeah, it's controlled chaos. There's definitely not any easy aspect of what we do. I just do not stop. I do not give up. Even if it's a dumb little thing, I won't give up. And then I'll just make it all happen. Like, we set up a nonprofit yesterday.
Yeah, I heard you on the phone with them today.
Yeah.
Were they
It's
even
never
working?
ending.
Yeah.
Never ending.
Yeah.
It's never going to end.
Well, that's why it's like I'm the type of person, like, I get, like, if things are too hard, I like push them. I'm a procrastinator. Like, if I know I can't get it done in like 1 hour, I'm not. It takes me a really long time to start.
That might be one of the best things that happened to me through sobriety.
Like, you're not.
I was able to be like, all right, if I got this 30% done, I can leave it, come back to it in 2 days, and get it 30% more done.
Yeah.
And that is how all the epic scheduling and everything happens. Because, like, when we were planning the New Jersey, California, Hawaii video, it took me months.
Yeah.
But I was just like, all right, I got something done, one thing done.
Well, and I think you're better at scheduling, like, than you were before. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like now you're just way more, on it, and you don't overbook yourself, or not overbook. You overbook yourself 100, but you don't double book yourself anymore, and you kind of just, I don't know.
Remember, I double booked.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, after
crazy.
that, you learn that, like, I can't double book, you know?
Yeah.
But then he also, in his schedule, like, can't actually commit sometimes too.
I can never commit to anything, which is a problem.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my life.
Yeah.
With my work.
Yeah. So, yeah,
It's
because
just like
you're
always
traveling.
up in the air.
Yeah. People hate that. Anyone normal, they're like, come on.
No, friends hate it, right?
And it's like I'm so deep in that life, like almost 11 years into it now. It's like, it's just, that's what it is.
Well, like, I just bought a show. It's not a concert. Show tickets for May 18th. Well,
I was laughing about that.
Could you imagine like booking a surf trip 4 months and 5 months in advance?
well, like, I bought them, and I'm like, okay, but they were only $50. So I'm like, okay.
So
what's gonna happen?
I feel like things like that, though, it's like one night. You can plan the rest of your chaos around that.
Well,
You're like, at least at this night, I'm doing this.
That's how Foam Wreckers has been. I've been able to, like, plan trips around it and stuff. So, Foam Wreckers,
bought tickets, didn't even put it in the calendar yet.
the most dedicated I've been to any schedule, I think, in my whole life.
Look, it's in there already.
There is, I'm
actually going to see a podcast, guys. It's funny. They were on a podcast.
Right before I found out you did your,
Yeah.
How'd you find out? Online?
No, I called him.
Reddit.
Reddit? There was a Reddit thread. JP's the starter.
There's like 10 Reddit threads about it. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever. I hope he breaks another one. Dude, there's some hate on Reddit, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Reddit's gnarly.
Reddit. I used to post in the surfing discussion, and I just gave up because people are like, stop posting your own content. I'm like, I thought, what?
What?
You did use a poster.
What else is it for? I'm going to post your content?
Oh, go, JB.
No. I was just going to say that a lot of the kids in Florida were telling Mike in the lineup, they're like, oh, we're stoked Ben's coming down for Foam Wrecker.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he's not.
It's just
It's a
sad.
bummer.
I was super bummed. I was disappointed about that.
But we'll come back better
Next year.
Next year.
Next year's going to be nuts.
All right, and then I was going to say, because you talked about Reddit, that somebody on Facebook created a Gravy Navy group.
It's got 100 and...
It's got like 107. I don't know. You
Gravy
said 7.
Navy.
Yeah, because he's been calling himself the
Have
Gravy
you heard
Navy.
that one or no?
No,
He's
not
been
yet.
saying that.
Robbie Goodwin, dude. Robbie Goodwin made that up.
So it's actually a really sweet group. I joined it today, and like the comments and like the stories are so cute. I actually posted something. Oh no, I answered somebody, but
Can I...
I don't know if you guys want to join and have a Facebook. You should just join it. It's called the Gravy Navy, and you just have to. They'll accept you. I think. I don't know.
Accepting all applications.
Some groups.
Yo, no haters.
No, well, there's guidelines. You can't bully and you can't be a hater. They'll get kicked out. I've been in groups where a ton of girls get kicked out.
Really?
I've
Why
never
is it
got
always girls?
because I'm only in girl groups.
That's fair.
I'm in like a lot of Bravo related groups. I'm in like Philadelphia groups for girls. Like I just am in a lot of groups on Facebook. It's fun.
I'm in a lot that I didn't know. I'm like, why someone invited me to this?
No, you have to like join. These
Yeah.
are different than a like
Okay.
page. This is different. It's like an actual group hidden on the internet. JP, are you gonna join?
Sure.
You have
What's
a
it on?
Facebook?
Is it on? Yeah, I have
Oh, Facebook. It's
I
on
hardly
Facebook.
ever use it, but
Yeah, me too. But it's fun when you have a
James
group.
Pumpkin O'Brien.
Yeah.
It's just like people talking.
And I live the dream life.
Is that what he
Yeah.
says?
Yeah, don't you?
No. What?
Yes, you do.
What are you talking about?
The intro of Who is J.O.B. He goes, my name is James Duncan O'Brien, and I live the dream life.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
I haven't watched one of his videos in so long.
But, dude, you're
I just
James
remember-
Pumpkin
Oh, that
O'Brien.
was so sick.
Wait, what's your middle name?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin or Patrick? Pretty close. Wait, what? And his is Duncan.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did he get Duncan? I wonder if it's like a family name.
He's Australian.
He's a basketball player.
Oh, Duncan.
He's just dunking on people.
Hardy hard.
He could've
See, you
been-
get kicked out for that.
Yeah, it would be like hater.
Yeah. No
Don't
dumb
bring-
jokes.
Don't bring team sports into this.
Oh my god, these are funny. Oh, my dad texted me. No, before 12.
She's just reading her text on the podcast.
She's gnarly, dude.
Should we do like a minute-long segment where we all just scroll through Instagram and say nothing to each other?
Jordan.
What about the next comment?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, well, I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out our brunch on Sunday. My dad's
When I hear the
cooking it.
word brunch, I think expensive.
No, my dad's gonna pay. Okay.
Well, that doesnment make it any less expensive. It's just on him.
Yeah. Well, so
When I hear the word brunch, I want to punch.
I want to bunch you both.
You're booted. You're booted from the group.
Okay. This
Can
is
we,
from,
when you edit this, that little squeak you just did, you need to make that super loud. It's too
we
good.
should have like a notepad, like taking notes while we do it. Like, here is a good point.
Oh man.
That's what the surf cowboy's job was supposed to be before
yeah. Well,
he quit.
So
Oh no way.
Yeah.
well, he quit because he couldn't commit.
Well,
Was he bummed about the jet ski experience?
kind of bummed on you, mate. He was no, he never ever told me any of his deadlines or anything or what he needed. And then he said that we were behind for the semester, and I was like, behind what?
Like-
The semester started 3 weeks ago, and you haven't told me anything. And then he
And didn't even message you until after the semester.
no, and then he
Yeah.
got reassigned by his teacher to another internship program.
So we'll never get another intern from Stockton. So whatever.
No, we would. I would take interns.
No, I'm saying they are not going to give us because
They
they're going to
just
blame
need
us.
they need to be motivated.
Yeah, but
Oh, Stockton, yeah.
yeah, Stockton's going to blame us.
Yeah,
Who cares?
whatever.
Okay, so the
That
next
kid
one.
blew the opportunity of a lifetime. Like, he could have had the sickest internship ever.
Yeah, I mean, way better than mine. Mine, I had to sit at a desk and do fake work.
How many interns can do step offs? You know,
Wait, you were on the jet ski with them?
I got sick, dude. Speaking of which, no. This is. I almost called you the other day. I literally started to get seasick on my surfboard.
No, you
Yes.
didn't.
I think
Tina
there's
gets
something
like
messed
that.
up with me.
No, you're
'Cause,
normal.
like-
Tina, she gets seasick on her because she has severe seasickness.
I don't know what it is though. Like I have to take Dramamine to fly and
Tina.
I
stuff.
don't believe you guys.
Yeah, wait,
You saw me vomiting on the beach.
That's because you were scared.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely not.
Yes,
scary.
it was. You were scared of the waves.
I've never thrown up because of fear. That's
Yes.
the weirdest thing.
I would honestly.
Uh,
I almost threw up at like the jet ski at the Kelly Center wave pool. I was so scared.
Yeah.
I almost threw up. Like I literally felt my stomach go, and I was like, no. It was scary, and it was like
Yeah.
it was like this. Ugh. All right, the next one. Chris Stannard.
Chris.
Okay, I don't know what's that. Hello, your podcast. your podcast, great fun. I live in Southern California. I've been fighting a rare form of bone cancer, which limits walking. I plan, if still around, to surf again. Oh, gosh. One day I was feeling pretty good, and I was actually on my cane walking along. I'm 65 now. I smile and say hello to everyone I meet. Anyone
What's this guy's name?
His name is Chris. I get like tongue-tied with words. A young guy was approaching. He says, "What's up?" I said the day, and I are fully nuking. He swings around and says, "Bang gravy, eh? What's your claim? Keep it up, guys." Sorry, I butchered that. But long story short.
Thanks for the butcher session. First of all, I just want to say our prayers, hearts, everything, absolute positivity is with you, Chris.
Yeah.
We want nothing more than for you to just beat this. And
You will.
just want to say, totally honored. Like, if we can bring some type of normalcy and positivity to your day, and then give you the ability to have little interactions like that, like, I could never ask for anything else in the world. So thank you for sharing that.
Well, don't you think that's so cool that he said, like, fully nuking, and
That's amazing.
some guy knew what he was talking about?
That's why, like, the Gravy Navy group is so cool.
Yeah, JP,
Yeah.
you got to join. That was really sweet.
Send me,
So, thank you,
who's in
Chris.
charge of it?
I
Can you
don't-
send me an
some
invite?
guy. I don't know.
A guy from Virginia Beach.
Soren.
Yeah, Soren.
His name's Soren.
Another Soren?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Oh,
yeah.
what?
And I literally said, "Oh my god, it's Soren," and then it wasn't.
I met the Gravy Navy Soren.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he's a god.
All right.
I'm gonna join it right now.
He's joining. Soren, you better accept. Okay, then this one. Heal up quick, man. Injuries happen to the best athletes. It's a part of sports. A sucky part, but you'll be back.
Gravy Navy.
Oh, Mr. C. At the end it says, this is why I picked it. Jay Gravy is your best friend. She'll make your recovery fun for sure. You guys got this.
What's that guy's name?
Mr. C.
Thanks, Mr. C.
I always pick ones that like have a positive about me.
It's easy to say right now that I'm positive about it, feeling good and stoked. I'm in little to no pain right now. It's weird. I can feel the metal in there, but otherwise, feel great. And thank you. I think I'm gonna pull through this.
Yeah, well,
For
Ben.
sure.
The energy.
The Benergy?
I always Ben has his own type of energy. It's called Benergy, and sometimes you can't tell if he's slowly
Dude,
depressed.
Let's go
or,
grab some.
Do you have good Benergy?
We don't
Let's
know.
grab
What,
some energy drinks and just vibe.
You should get Benergy gummies.
that's sick.
Yo.
Let's
Pretty good, because then you could like get on my level where you're monotone and you bore your wife.
You take a couple and you're like, yeah, so and you just start editing.
And your wife just starts screaming at you.
Yeah. It's immediate.
Stop.
You're
being
like
monotone.
opening iMovie, like, what? Why do I understand?
Yo,
this?
but for real though. Like vitamin C gummies, the
Yeah.
Benergy.
Sick.
And Ben
Or
loves.
B12, you know, because
I
then
eat a
it's
lot of
actually
vitamins too.
Ben
That's
loves
why I
it.
broke my collarbone. 'Cause
Why?
I ate so many vitamins.
What, your bones like turn the
I
opposite?
don't know.
Got
Aren't
weak.
they supposed to make
Your
you
bones turn
stronger?
to gummies.
Yeah, that's awesome. What were we talking about? I think I'm overheating.
Benergy.
Oh yeah, I'm having a heat stroke.
Well, how high do you have the heat? Okay, let's talk about this.
It was pretty warm in here when we got here.
When it's cold out, do you just not cold out, but you want your house warm? Okay, you put it at like 70 to keep the house warm, and then if it's a little too high, you put it 68. It keeps pretty moderate. This guy 74 degrees.
You go 70 for
I go
warm?
72.
I go 70 for warm. This house is not that big. 70 is fine. And then when it's too hot, then you put it at 68. Ben is straight 74,
Whoa.
1,000 degrees in this house.
Whoa.
You can't even move.
Oh, I'm thinking because, like, you know, it's hot in Florida.
Yeah, do
and I
you
keep my
have
house
heat?
at 75, and
But
then
you're
I go
going-
down to 68 at night.
But you're going opposite, though, because you have your air on. That's what's making it hot. We have the heat on, so it's like hot air getting pushed in.
That's
you
fair.
have cold 70.
I'm 60.
You don't even have the air. If your house is like 75, the air doesn't even switch on.
No,
Honestly,
It does.
It does because it's always
so
way
hot.
hotter outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
honestly, you could always just do 68 and 68, like heat and air almost.
But when it's different though, heat and air, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't even have a heat option, do you?
Yeah. No, I do.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
they gave you heat
I had
in Florida.
a fireplace in my house
Dude, Florida
can see
gets
that.
cold, remember?
Yeah, but
Remember
like
we were
what?
there for the winter?
for like 4 hours.
That
We were
like-
there for the winter. It was
Oh.
like 3 days.
That time we went to Miami.
Yeah.
It was like 35 degrees
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
And then I was there too for the only winter they've ever had.
Yeah, basically.
And it was
it's
freezing.
the first when I lived in Orlando, like in 2000.
Does it ever get cold there?
It snowed. It flurried. It didn't didn't stick.
Doesn't stick. Yeah.
But it was one of those things like, oh, I'm in this
remember
warm place, and then it snowed, and I was like, oh my god.
I brought the cold.
Oh my god.
Well, how do you like living in Florida? Like, be honest.
You know, it has some perks. Like the other day, because last week it was like in the 70s here, 60s and 70s.
Yeah, it's been really hot.
And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this is nice. Like, there's waves. The water's still warm. Like, I could live here. And then Sunday it was like 40, and I was like, this. Like,
But do you ever think, like, you're too young to think like that?
No. Well, yeah, but also my body's like old as because I just get sick when it's cold and stuff.
I just been
don't feel
programmed
good.
my whole life to be like, if you move to Florida, you die. Because it's like a retirement community.
Florida is God's waiting room.
Yes. So I'm always like laughing. It's like, I would love to live in the warmth, but I'm like, come on. I got to
So it's just a mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, Florida's a bummer.
No, it isn't. I like Florida.
Sometimes. But from like our standpoint,
It's not
I
that
mean,
good
surfing
like
down there is just always disappointing for the most part.
The waves get really good. Like, they do get really good, but
It's like
rarely.
rare.
it's pretty astounding how freaking good Jersey is. It kind of blows my mind.
So was Florida ever better than Jersey?
When I was a kid, it was San Clemente, California, or Central Florida. You either surf Sebastian Inlet, and you're trying to do
This
it.
guy's like, back in 87,
Yeah, for real.
first peak was amazing.
It was the spot, though. It really was. It was. It's crazy.
The sandbars are just gone.
And that's why my dad was so dedicated. I mean, you can find waves down there. It's just.
Well, where did
Yeah.
Jay Hines take the picture of Kelly? Let's look. Jason, do you think
I think that was
Kelly Slater got the picture? Like, did you ask Jay Hines?
I think that was Avenue B, Melbourne Beach, Florida, also known as El Dumpo.
El Dumpo? Wait.
What if El Slamo breaks your collarbone? What happens at El Dumpo?
I'd never surf it again.
Wait, here's the picture. Guess who? Photo by Jason Hines. Wait, words out, Kelly's in town. Does it say where it is? And even Bavard Spinks? The frick?
Is he the
You're
Brevard
not
Sphinx?
interested in this Kelly discussion? You seem very
Yeah.
much interested.
That's his Benergy.
I'm supposed to be at Kelly Slater's wave pool right now.
Literally today.
Right this second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'd
guys.
probably be kicking out of a wave right now.
How do you feel that we're not there? And we
Fine.
were gonna go. Chauncey's there, and I was like,
I know.
wow.
Chauncey's there. Did she meet Sean?
Your
Sean
friend Sean?
Dalla?
Yeah, Sean's
Oh,
still
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Maybe. I
He's
feel like
a
I did.
pro wake surfer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there too?
He's there with his little Grom, and then my buddy Josh, my boss, is there. They're all,
So I would have had a heyday over there.
yeah, they're all
Yeah,
living it.
it's fine. It's not even that good.
Yeah, no big deal.
Nah, there was
I'm sad. I wanted the food.
It's just a wave pool, man.
That place is great.
It's not even that good.
VIP
It's like Enland.
experience. Ugh. Ben, why'd you have to get hurt?
You're telling me.
Remember when your dad was like, just go? And you were like, I'm not taking up a spot.
Yeah, my dad was like, just go. Just hang out. Just pretend you're not hurt.
You're like,
Oh, to the ranch?
Yeah.
you like say like, oh, I got really
Well, you don't look
sick.
hurt at all right
Yeah.
now, you know?
Yeah, you couldn't tell. You could go and
They'd be like, you gonna surf? You're like, nah, you guys got it.
you could
Just-
blame like diarrhea. Remember how they say if you can't go in the pool, you had diarrhea in the past 12 hours? Just be like, I'm really.
What if I was that brutal and I just wanted to go hang out that bad?
so many
You took
people?
someone's
What do you
spot.
mean? People would do that.
Doesn't it cost money just to like be there to watch?
Not if. Well,
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Because you.
Well, they feed you and
They
stuff. so you
book
have
it
to pay
out for a
that.
day. So if you pay the $50,000, you can have like up to what, 32 people come or something?
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
I mean, there's definitely more because when Red Bull does it, they probably have 100 people. Not all surfing, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of people just
Production
hanging out.
and everything.
Yeah,
They probably pay the production fee too, the $12,000.
yeah.
I'm sure they have to,
Yeah.
but that's nothing for Red Bull.
All right. Well, you want to get into your injury and your surgery,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about other stuff.
Every time we podcast, I have
Oh my god.
throat problems. Yeah, let's talk about it. I don't want to
Okay.
talk about it.
Talk.
Okay, so as everyone knows, I broke my collarbone 14 days ago today.
I really don't know when you did
October 28th, Friday.
it.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a schedule right there or no?
No, I'm just texting. I don't know when you did it. I didn't
October
put it down.
28th. I just told you. Friday.
You did it on the 28th, right before Halloween. Okay.
So how many days has it been? Well, today's the 14th.
Okay, so this is 7 days, 14 days, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 days.
18 days ago. The problem is 12 of those days were a wash.
He's timing. Why is he timing?
So
Until I get back on my phone. Is that it? Is that it?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Wow, I'm so smart. People try to get things over me.
I like how you were like hovering your hands over your phone.
All right, go.
So 12 of those days were a wash. We went to the hospital, went home for a day, went to a surgeon who told me that it was going to be 3.5 to 5.5 months before I was able to surf. Went home, got to the house, started driving back to another second opinion, got canceled
Got canceled.
because of my insurance. Went home for 2 days.
Whoa. No, the next appointment was the next day.
Next day, drove back up to Penn, met with Dr. Mehta. Dr. Mehta sold me on his vibe.
He sold me on the dream. Really, he had the dream.
Told me 6 to 8 weeks, no sling, and the vibes are on. So waited 8 freaking days. 8 days, just as my bone just felt better and better and better every day until the day of the surgery, where I had absolutely no pain going into the surgery.
Your bone was a mess, though. Like, it
Yeah,
may
it
have
was
felt
jacked
okay,
up.
but it was not in a good way.
This is the best decision I could have possibly made. I have no regrets, dude. I am literally
You should all get that. You should get that tatted now.
No regrets.
Yeah, I feel like that's necessary.
like I feel great.
Yeah.
And so went to surgery. I don't know how were the vibes that morning, Jordan?
Of surgery?
Yeah, tell us about it.
I mean, I'm a weirdo. Like, I just, like, I am because, I mean, his mom was nervous. His brother was extremely nervous. And then I was just like, I was nervous, but I do have, like, faith and trust that everything's going to work out. And I don't go into situations, like, even when he got hurt, I was like, you're going to be fine. Like, everything's fine. Like, maybe this is me being naive, but I don't go into things thinking, like, and he's not going to come home.
You're like...
That's part of being a spouse, right?
Yeah. So I just, like, was like...
he's in a dark place. You're lifting up.
Yeah, like I was like, he's fine. Like surgery's gonna go fine. He's gonna come out. Like I was never actually nervous. I get nervous just being in a hospital, but like I wasn't nervous that things were gonna turn out bad.
Jordan, you have faith in institutions.
Yeah.
You do, and my problem is I don't.
Yeah, 'cause I was like...
I'm always like...
Well, I was like, what's the worst?
Questioning.
Yeah, I question everything. It's such a problem.
Well, like-
What do you think would have happened if you went to Shore?
No, that I would have sure would have killed him.
This arm would have been on this side too, and I would have...
Well, they've been like, we amputated, and then
Yeah.
you'd be like, what do you mean? And they said that's what it was here for.
They're like, well, he was bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah, so we just took it off.
So we rolled in. They took me back. They ask you a million questions. You have to sign a bunch of papers. They're like, this is liability for this. This is liability for this. I'm like, yeah, they're going to kill me.
In case they leave a scalpel in your neck or something.
So then Jordan was able to come back. I was laying in the bed, and I was like super nervous. And then my mom comes in and starts asking him about the exact procedure. So they're like, oh, yeah, well, here's how we do it. We're going to start running saline through his veins. Then we're going to give him a little dose of this. And then we are going to give him his, we're going to knock him out, general anesthesia. Now, with general anesthesia, you have to understand there's always a risk. I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this. And then they're like, then we give him his paralytic.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
And that's for the breathing tube.
And she's like, yeah, so his body won't move no matter what happens to him.
Yeah.
He's completely paralyzed and under general anesthesia, and that's when we stick the breathing tube down his throat. And I was just like...
And like they weren't, so like what I've gathered from what they said after that was that they don't, if you don't ask, they will not tell you that because that will freak people out. So then when his mom asked, the guy was like, well, I don't always tell people, like
Your mom just can't help herself.
Yeah,
though.
like,
No.
and it's fine. Like she's that type of person
And
where
then-
like I would be the opposite. Like I would just be like, I don't want to know anything.
Well-
just put me out and let me think that everything's gonna be fine. I don't.
In medical, they tell you as little as possible because they
Yeah.
don't want you to know. They actually never tell you that your surgery is going to hurt. You'll never hear a doctor say that.
No,
Because I
'cause
was
no one
like,
will be getting it.
I said to him when I got the thing, I was like, yo, this is going to hurt. I know I'm going to wake up. He's like, I can't say that anymore. Some people it just doesn't hurt. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it hurts every time. I know for a fact because there's no pain worse than surgery pain.
I mean, they're cutting you open and literally.
and then drilling into it.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten surgery?
Just laparoscopic surgeries, though.
That's just like laser.
His labia.
They sewed it up.
They removed it.
No, I had an appendectomy when I was young.
Like an appendix?
Yeah.
Oh. But they
That's
sew
when
you
they.
up.
That's when they. Yeah, but it was like just a couple small incisions in my
Yeah,
stomach.
but it still probably hurt.
Well, it didn't hurt as much as
Like a bone.
having Crohn's disease, and that's why I thought
Yeah.
I had a ruptured.
I think the bone stuff is what hurts. That's what you wake up like agonizing. But yeah, so they wheeled me back. Well, actually, they came out. He gave me the thing, and then remember he made the cocktail. He had it in his pocket. He was patting it.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is his cocktail." And whatever it was, just heavy drugs.
Yeah.
So he gave me that, and then Jordan said I was acting weird, but I thought I was totally
No,
normal.
I didn't notice it. Your mom noticed it.
Oh.
I was like, bye, babe, love you. And you were like, bye. And then your mom was like, do you see how weird he's acting? I was like, that was really quick. I don't know.
Like, yeah, they gave me literally, what's that stuff they give you before you die?
Morphine?
Morphine. They probably gave me morphine.
No, they gave you Dilaudid.
It's a lot.
Which is
I've been on
morphine.
Which is,
Dilaudid.
no, it's
gnarly.
worse than, it's crazier than morphine.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dilaudid.
So that's the second time I've had Dilaudid.
Yeah. Now, Dilaudid, I never heard of that until never mind.
So then went back.
We're not going to get into that.
Not
went
yet.
back.
Another podcast.
The operating room was way bigger than I anticipated. All these people around.
Well, you saw it?
Yeah, I was still. And then they were like, "All right, Ben, count back from 100."
And what number did you get to?
100?
I
They
don't
gave
know.
you that long?
I don't think I got to 99.
Oh, that's so scary.
It's so crazy they have drugs that can do that.
And then, yeah, and then
And they hook you up.
apparently Dr. Meta came in, did my surgery. I never saw him.
Did they put a catheter in?
No, because you don't drink the day
Well,
before.
you're told to pay before.
I peed like 3 times. Remember when we were waiting?
Well, because I was listening to this podcast and they were saying, like, no, you get a catheter. You always have to get a catheter.
Did you do it like
I didn't
road
get
trip
it.
style? You're like, yeah, let me get that bottle.
100%.
I was
They
just
gave him
getting
a
up and
bottle.
going to the bathroom.
No, they did. When he was out of surgery, they gave him a pee bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
You didn't use it, no.
It
looked like
they
this
definitely
thing.
didn't give me a catheter because I would know. Like I would feel
Yeah,
because
you-
my throat was hurting for 4 days after.
Yeah, they said it was going to hurt.
and
It's just a smaller throat.
yeah,
But, like, what is that? So you're paralyzed from wherever. So that means you're breathing. Why did they put a breathing
they
tube?
breathe for you.
That's
Psychotic,
like,
dude.
why can't you just breathe? So if you're paralyzed, you can't breathe?
I don't know.
If you don't have control over your muscles, I guess.
I guess, and you could just stop breathing.
It's terrifying to think about. I'm so happy I'm out of it. And then, yeah, woke up. Obviously, I was acting weird. They overdosed me. I feel like they gave me drugs for like 300-pound person.
100%.
And dude, I can't even. Obviously, my knee was worse pain, but this was the worst pain I remember having in years.
Yeah.
10 years or
Yeah.
since my knee. Like, there's nothing even close to coming out of surgery. There's no pain like it. And
No.
yeah, I was obviously high. I was whacked.
I've never seen, so you guys all know that me and Ben have never drank or did drugs in front of each other ever. So like to see like my husband like out of his mind going like rolling back, he would be like, oh, and then he would wake up and then say these crazy things. And I'm like, wow, like this is the only time I'll probably hopefully ever see my husband like this. Like it was just weird.
But I told
But-
Jordan,
Did you get the clip?
I didn't
Jordan
show you
has
any of
some
them yet.
killer footage.
I have good footage. I'll show
No
you.
way.
They're
She
good.
missed a couple bangers though, because I did.
Yeah,
I
because
said,
like I was filming for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and he was just saying
Turn
whatever.
it off and then you'd say something
And then
wild.
he would go like he would start rapping.
but I
and
said,
I'm-
Jordan, wait till I get my money
and
right.
I was like, I missed it.
I was so gone.
Because he was talking too, so it wasn't like he was just being an angel.
Yeah, but my mom,
Not to
dude,
me.
my mom made me so mad asking all the details about the surgery. I woke up saying I'm like I was so mad at my mom. She's so annoying.
That's what he woke up
She's so
saying.
annoying. Like why would she do that to me? So something
that
carried.
was all subconscious.
It carried
Yeah.
over
It's like,
through
I
the.
know what's going on out there.
Isn't that crazy?
Kenny,
That
chill.
yeah.
But I appreciate my mom being there.
I appreciate. What do you mean? I
Thanks,
didn't know what
Mom.
to do
Love
or
you.
ask or say. Like I'm not versed in this, and like she is. So like without her there, like I wouldn't have known. Like the medications alone for that first night, I would have been lost.
I was on meds, dude.
Like so, you know, it helped that she is
Meds.
there.
So, how many meds they give me?
I mean, he had like
Oxycodone. What's that? Gabapentin. Aspirin. Nexium.
antibiotics.
Oh, is this what you brought home?
Antibiotics. Tylenol.
He had
and
about
then
6
one more.
things. And the Senna to make you poop.
Oh, then the and then something else that they never prescribed me.
The 2 vitamins. No, the
oh.
magnesium was Nexium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yes, but the first, the first night, like, I didn't sleep. I woke up.
Wow, Jordan.
Now my question is, did she not touch her phone because she knew I was doing this?
She made it 10 minutes.
But no, I was only touching. I'm going my phone to look at the next topic. But the first
I'm
night,
proud of you.
Thank you. I had to wake up. We both had to wake up, but like, I didn't sleep because I was like every couple hours I was like, Ben, you have to take your medicine.
Administering, because I had to take the oxy every 4 hours, and if I didn't take it,
you're in pain.
boy, was I awake.
Nurse Vernie over here.
She was killing it.
Everyone was very impressed.
And she was writing down the log times of all the medicine. And happy and proud to say, I only took 5 gabapentins, and I only took 7 oxys.
All at once?
I was like, you know what? I'm going to be taking them all week anyway.
Might as well
just give them to me now.
Yeah.
Well, I said, like, Ben is like, you have really good self-control, because like I would just be like, oh, well, they gave me 16, so I'm just going to take them all.
Well, yeah.
Not at one time, but I'd be like, I'll just finish it. But then
a lot of people would finish it.
Yeah, I feel like that's how most people would do it.
it.
I can't do it. I try not to take any pain meds.
Dude, you know, oxys make opioids in general make you think a different way, and I somehow can feel when I'm thinking that way, and I know that it's wrong, and they make you. I want to say, like, not that you lose your emotions, but you look into things a different way, and you kind of look at everything more bland. And it's very odd. But as soon as I felt that, I was like, I'm done taking these, because I know they're not. Up until that point, they had only taken care of my pain, and then when they started altering my mind, I was like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. Like, something's weird about this.
Altering your mind.
They alter your mind for sure.
I guess.
They make you look at the world in a different way, and it's really hard for me to explain. But
I mean, I've never had that happen.
Well, remember you were telling me you watched the Grammys that one time, you could see through the illusion?
No, I ate a brownie.
Oh, you're high.
I was high as a kid. I ate a whole brownie. You know, back in the day, because we are old, we would make our own brownies. So, like, you would never know how much grams of marijuana
Mackie
was in the weed compared to, like, what they do now is, like, you can buy it and you know, oh, you're getting 10 grams, you're getting 5 grams. So I took one and I was in an alternate universe. Swore to God, like, I figured out Hollywood.
She figured out, like, the sickness.
It was. I watched the Academy Awards, and I can still remember exactly how I picked things out, and I was like, "This is this, and this is evil," and it was. And like they're forced them to. It's all an act, though. It's all a show.
Well, it's all fake.
Do you think the slap was though?
Yes.
That's hard to say.
No, Chris, hard to say. Who knows? But wait, it was about.
It was good for his career.
What's her name? Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson was on American Idol. She's this like overweight woman. She sang great, but overweight. They had this like presentation of her because her whole family was murdered, which is really horrible. Like her grandmother, her sister, all these people were murdered in her family. So they brought her out and gave her some award. But the way they brought her out was like she was like 75 pounds lighter, all made over. Everyone's giving her a standing ovation, and I felt like they were like welcoming her into the society.
Oh, like she was allowed to eat the babies.
Yes, that's what it made me feel like.
She's
and,
like, you can drink the blood now.
And like, God
so do you
forbid,
think like what's the conspiracy?
This whole thing out,
what's the conspiracy?
That they sacrificed her whole family to make her rich.
I mean,
but don't put this in there.
See, I don't know. I don't know enough. I actually don't even. I'm not sure who that is, but I don't know enough about this stuff. But I could see all that happening.
Well, I was 100%. High, and I never knew anything about this, and I figured it out. It was weird. What you're describing is how I would feel if I took those types of OxyContin drugs. Yeah. Like, because I was looking at the TV and I could
hyperanalyze
see through everything, and I was like, "This is such bullshit," and I'm already like that.
You're already like this. You can't even. Yeah.
I always am like, bullshit.
I know.
I tell Jordan when the Kardashians or the Housewives they're filming pickup scenes. I'm like, this is fake scene right here. Watch this is what she's gonna say.
It's not for me. Yeah, but that kind of
you love it though.
100%. I've watched it.
She's like, I don't care if it's fake. This show's still good.
It's so good. And I'm not alone. There's probably hundreds of thousands of women that love Bravo. So.
This might be a conversation for another time, but how crazy is it just on the human spectrum of just entertainment is just one facet, how we can have such differing opinions?
I always think that. Like, what do you... Okay, so do you watch sports?
Not really.
Yeah, so...
I did this season, though, because the Phillies were doing so good.
Yeah, it is.
And then they blew it, but, you know.
Yeah, and so did the Eagles, so we're fine.
I was into that, too.
I mean, they're still... The 8-1's pretty good, though, you know.
They blew it last night, though. But... I think it's funny, there's so many different, because like my dad, full sports, will watch soccer, tennis, golf. Well, he loves golf, but just all of them. Then you have people like, you don't really watch sports. Ben doesn't really watch sports. And then like, I love reality TV, can watch it all day.
Bro.
And what, like if you put on the TV, what would you put on?
Netflix.
Okay, but like what show? Netflix is wide variety.
That's such a hard question. I'll watch anything.
So you will.
All the dumb shit on there, all the good shit. But normally it's just in the background.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be doing other stuff, and that's just like.
So you're not an avid TV watcher.
No, if I lock into a show though,
lock in.
I watch it until I can't like stay awake.
That's
anymore,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm like Ancient Aliens, drug documentaries,
Aliens.
FBI, murder mystery, gang stuff.
Ben loves a gang.
Like the Italian Mafia.
Yeah.
Anything that's like a little educational. So I'm so into
That's why
it.
we should watch The Crown, because everyone's saying it's educational and it's actually very entertaining. We went to England. We should watch it. Have you watched The Crown? People say it's like one of the best shows on. Well, I guess it's Netflix, but on TV. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and I could watch anything.
Yeah.
You can put anything on except what would I not be able to watch?
Every single show I tried to put on yesterday. Peaky Blinders for one.
Horrible.
Peaky Blinders.
How did people into that? Did you watch that?
I watched like some of the first season.
Ugh, horrible. What was the other show?
I tried like, so this has been like my heaviest
You're right.
TV binge I've ever been on. So I've watched every movie, every show. Like if you break your collarbone, you can catch up on the last 10 years of TV.
You know what is a really good movie? Do you like Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
What was it called? Gray Man. The Gray
Great,
Man.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
It's got Chris Evans in it too.
He is in it. Yeah. Do you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it good?
I'm
right?
like
yeah.
three or four movies a day right now, which is pretty
Today,
crazy.
how many did you watch?
Crazy.
None.
And think about all that movie time you'd be like filming.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I mean, you could. People watch people playing video games. Like if you want to watch Ben watch a movie,
I've been telling him to film.
You could have a Twitch stream
I
right
do
now.
analyze a lot of.
No, I think he should analyze people's videos.
I've been
So,
thinking
like,
about doing a reaction channel.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch Jamie's new vlog and just be like,
tear him down.
bullshit. Be like, people don't realize how big this wave is. This is a big wave.
Yeah.
This is a bomb right here.
Yeah.
People aren't seeing how big this wave actually is.
Well, didn't Nate Florence did yours right when
And
you
then
almost drowned?
I did his on mine.
Oh,
I analyzed his animal.
damn!
Yeah.
That's
I was
like
waiting.
a reaction, Inception or some.
There was some room. I was hoping he would rebuttal, and
he
I would
didn't.
bring it back. We could have gone 5 deep.
Just 5 or 6 deep.
Yeah, I had a couple pauses. Because like I would go in between his,
Yeah.
and then he would, it was classic. So good, dude.
At the end, it would just be dialogue, start
Talking
to
over
finish.
each other.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's too good.
Yeah,
Can you believe she went 10 minutes without touching her phone?
that was impressive.
I'm pretty sure it's just because I had a timer.
Good
on.
job, honey.
The podcast fall apart without me?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm anti-space. Oh, okay.
You're anti-space?
Yeah, I'm anti-space.
Well, 'cause the
I won't
world's
talk about
flat.
it. No.
Whoa.
Obviously.
Like,
Yes, space, like up top.
tell me why.
Okay.
Oh, she hates space.
I hate space. I hate it. I think it's
Because
stupid.
there was a NASA astronaut that sent me a message, and I was
No.
like, dude, maybe I could go.
Go to space. dude.
Space.
Yeah, and I was like, no, you're not going to space, because this is my feeling on space.
I'll take your seat.
Okay, listen. There's
I
not.
would go to space.
This is my argument, and we can have rebuttals if we don't all feel this way, but I hope
Okay.
they all do.
She has the floor.
Okay.
The woman from New Jersey
This is
has
what-
the floor.
This is what doesn't I don't get space. We have all these issues on Earth. People are dying. People have diseases. All these things. We have learned that
There ain't nothing in
there-
space.
Nothing in our galaxy right now that could help us, that could save us. There's nothing on Mars. There's nothing on the moon. There's nothing on Jupiter. There's nothing anywhere to help us. There's nothing. So why are we wasting probably billions and billions of dollars
billions.
in the space?
Taxpayer
dollars and all these dumb things when like all that money could just be going to help the people on Earth. And yes, like it just doesn't make any sense, and I don't understand space. And I think people that go to space, I don't get what's the point, except for satellites. I get that satellites help us, but that's it.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
Would it really only cost $50 billion to solve world hunger? Is that real? Or is it $50 billion a year? Or what is
Yeah,
it?
that it's for a certain amount of time. That was that thing like someone put up on Twitter for Elon, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, why don't you put your money here and it
Yeah.
would solve
I've heard that over.
hunger? It's like, for how long?
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, so many people will not help themselves, too.
Yeah.
So how do you
Oh,
get
sure,
past
sure.
that?
Yeah.
Like, there's
No.
always going to be the issues, no matter how much
yeah,
money you
I
throw
mean-
at our issues on Earth.
I mean, there's people who will choose to live on the street just to do drugs.
Yeah.
Like, they're not helping themselves.
But that's fine. Like I feel like okay, those people, but the people that actually want help or need help or like I just don't.
But there
what is
are
the benefit?
outlets.
But what is the benefit of space? What have we actually gained from space?
Well, the
I just
moon
wanna
landing, like,
didn't happen.
was fake.
Yeah.
But was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that that back then you couldn't live stream, and so like the fact that they were live streaming from space, like just actually couldn't physically. You could live stream, but
It
you
wasn't
couldn't.
a live stream, wasn't it? Just a recording.
It was a live stream.
No, it was a live stream, and they said like there's no possible
And
way
the,
that
the
they could
flag
live
doesn't
stream from-
blow.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I watched the conspiracy theories, but the moon landing was pretty much nowadays, like, I think it's more general consensus that it was just fake.
Well, because they
I want to believe it only because I think exploration is just in our DNA. Like, think about the
Yeah,
people
but,
who
bro,
mapped the world.
Yeah,
you know?
but think about the
Yeah.
fact that we've never been back to the moon.
We're about to be, though.
50 years later.
exactly
Yeah.
like what made it like back then.
So, second time, first time doesn't matter. We're still doing something.
What's the excuse, though?
Oh, I think now they want to, like, mine. They want to
No,
mine
no.
the moon or something.
What's the
Oh,
excuse?
great.
What's the
Exactly what I mean.
excuse that we hadn't been back? Like, obviously, we would go to the moon every weekend.
And like all those poor ships that those people
Right?
died,
Pretty sure it's expensive.
and like but those people died.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were given false hope. They were like, "Oh, this is safe. We did it in 1968," and it's
Yeah,
like,
but like they knew the risk they were taking, just like Ben knows the risk when he's surfing in 2 inches deep water.
yeah, but the
Being an astronaut,
the ratio
gnarly.
almost
of him,
as gnarly as what I did.
Almost.
the ratio,
Not really.
no, but the ratio of what they do is way like more people die. It's like the ratio is like 10 and 11 die. Yours is like not that ratio.
Oh, what do you mean? Just being an astronaut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if
Well,
you're
yeah,
actually-
being an astronaut's gnarly.
It's just
Yeah, but it's gonna get safer and safer as technology gets better. you
But we
know?
went to the moon in 1968. Supposedly, the technology should be there by now.
Wait,
Right?
Yo, did I see?
Does that make sense?
Wasn't
Yeah,
NASA
100%.
defunded for a long time though?
Good. No offense.
I,
I mean, people are dying of cancer every day. Like, hello.
dude.
How about the ALS bucket
don't
challenge?
people buy? Don't people buy tickets to space nowadays?
You can, with Elon, maybe.
I think with what's it, Blue Origin? Is that
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And
Jeff Bezos' company? or
and you
whatever?
go up into space. You don't break the sound barrier.
You're up there.
You don't break the
Whatever the last atmosphere is.
Yeah.
So are you above Earth or are you still in Earth?
Well,
You can
technically, you're
you
in
can
space
see like
because Felix Baumgartner was in space, but like he looked out and it was the edge of the world. He was high, but he wasn't.
he's the jumper, right?
yeah, but
That's
he
what we're
wasn't
gonna
like floating around in the stars like
Yeah.
how we see the Apollo and stuff.
Yeah.
He was in space though. Like he jumped from
so when you
space.
see like the International Space Station and like there's all those people.
that thing's like in an orbit around the moon or something. Like I don't know what orbit.
So they're actually in space.
Yeah, they're orbiting. What they do is they fly out and they lock into an orbit. Like stuff orbits the Earth.
I know, but they're above Earth.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah.
They're in space, like legit.
They're in like outer space.
But I just don't understand what are they doing out there for all
Chilling.
those months.
That would be
Basically,
a
it's like-
Probably some research that we have no
But
idea
like
about.
exactly,
You know?
like
that would be a weird life.
well, that's why I don't want to know about space because when I look, I like looking at stars, but then I stop looking after like 5 seconds because then I just think, oh my god, there's so much above us and there's so many things. And
Just
So,
infinite.
It's
Yes.
weird.
infinite,
I
yeah.
don't like thinking of it. Well, our brain can't really think like that. Isn't that like our brain can't think a
I mean,
certain level?
I can
Yeah, we
imagine
can't get
there
past
being.
the third dimension.
yeah.
I can imagine there being not an end to something, you know,
So there's not an end to space. That's
Yeah.
what's so
Isn't it-
weird.
and it's like expanding.
How classic is it though when you look up at night and there's no stars and you just realize that like the couple of the bulbs went out on the dome and there's like
No, I don't believe that.
yeah.
I believe in stars. I used to think stars
The-
were all like.
What is this, like the Truman Show?
The Earth is flat
No.
and it's a dome.
It's like a puck, actually.
Yeah, but this is my question about the Earth is flat thing.
what?
I was watching the Billy Bobby Brown. What's her Millie
Millie?
Bobby Brown, and she was real young, and she had an interview, and she was like, "Well, the Earth's flat." She was like 12 or 13, and then some interviewer her recently. She's 18 now, and they're like, How do you feel that like in blah 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 years you said the Earth was flat? Like, how do you feel about that?" And she's like, "Oh, that was so dumb. Like, I know it's not flat, but what? Why? Why are we not allowed to think the Earth is flat? I don't."
You can
Yo.
think whatever you want.
But I'm saying
No,
in the
but
media they
see,
tell you like
this is what I'm talking
the
about.
media gets so mad because they were like,
Because-
"Why would you ever say that? It's
'Cause,
not
like,
true. Who cares
I
if
think
it is
it's
true
so
or not?"
funny when people get so uppity about someone questioning something.
Yeah.
Because people are like, obviously the Earth is not flat. Honestly,
Who cares?
we don't know. We personally don't know. It could just as easily be flat as it is round.
And why is that?
I'm not
changing?
saying it is, but
No, but like, is that hurting? Who is that hurting? That you think there is flat? Is it hurting?
no one.
someone?
No,
Why
and
do
it's
you
I think it's
well,
silly.
I hate when they try to control general consensus.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Just
it's
let
like-
people think
it's like,
it.
dude, if I believe, well, like, it's hard to say because, like, look at the stuff that I believe in. Like, if everyone was like, I mean, everyone is like, usually in the beginning was like, that dumb. But I still was like, nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And then it became cool.
Yeah.
But
What do you mean, like small waves?
Yeah, just
Oh,
yeah, like
We're gonna get canceled.
because in my eyes, well,
The Scientologists are coming.
I love how we're just connecting so many things that just like,
Yeah, but they believe in that because they believe they turn into like
Yeah, they like fly
Stardust or
and
something.
heal people or
Yeah.
something.
for a couple mil.
Maverick.
Yeah, but
What if we
JP,
get recruited?
that's a good point. That's a good way to look at it because when I first started doing the novelty waves, everyone's like, yeah, we know there's novelty waves, but no one's doing them because it's not cool to do them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, but I think it's cool. And a lot of people latched onto my general stoke for that.
For that, yeah.
And then it became like a cool thing. So
For me, it's like when I film with you, in the beginning, I was always like, that's a small wave. But then it's like, you're riding it. That's the cool part. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care about the wave, but the fact that you're doing something with it
Yeah.
that no one else is, I'm like, okay.
yeah.
Like, I can get on board with that, you know?
No, you definitely got on board. But like that's kind of like
That was his plan.
that's a good to convince everyone that the world's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our main.
They're like,
goal.
listen, I can surf this little.
What's wrong?
You got some schmutz on you?
No, go. I'm sorry.
There was nothing. There
Anyway,
was nothing
the
good
world.
coming
Let's
from it.
just say, like, I do joke about the world being flat a lot, and I have bought multiple flat Earth maps and stuff. Like, and it's a joke. Like,
Wow,
It's
vintage.
it's not.
Well, how about when I told my mom? We told my mom the moon landing wasn't real.
Ooh,
My God, she was so mad.
My brother would murder both of you.
Why did that make me so mad?
my brother is very into space. I think it's awesome.
here's
too.
the thing, though. Like,
No, I
everything.
get it. Mackie's into space.
I think you also have to have a
No, I'm on a diet.
reasonable sense of humor. I'm all right. Thank you.
Those look good though.
Those are for round earthers.
They are.
You have to have a reasonable sense of humor about everything. If
Yeah,
someone
like-
came up to me and said like that the earth was round, I would not be offended. Or I mean that the
Like,
earth was
okay.
flat, I would never be like, how dare you?
No,
Like
no.
I'd be like, this guy's hilarious.
That's how I feel.
I like to just ask questions. I'd be like, tell me more.
That's what I'm
I want to
saying.
know your story.
Let's watch a flat earth documentary after this.
No, that I draw the line. All
And
right.
and we can live stream it.
All right, so like let's get into religion here.
Oh God.
All right.
While we're
I pretty much did everything.
Okay. This guy's insane.
I know. What's he getting on his food? What the hell? How old are you?
oh,
Oh,
That stuff always stained.
see? Yeah, you can't.
It always
I
stains.
have shout. I have shout.
Whatever
shout it out.
I have
whatever
No, you're
whatever
right.
dye they have in that stuff is
it. That is literally red dye 40/40 or whatever. It's so
That's-
bad. Okay, this is why JP is well, not
A
why.
child.
He is a child. He has Dunkaroos and Kool-Aid. Where'd you get it?
Wawa.
How Kool-Aid at Wawa? Where's that?
They're like,
In
you know, on the
kids
doors.
section?
Yeah, they're on the
No,
door.
There's no kids section, but when you open the door, they're like attached to the door.
I don't.
my God.
I passed those over.
dude, my diet was so good before my injury.
Your diet
How
has been
bad
good.
do you want one of these Dunkaroos?
That
doesn't
I
get
don't really
'em.
like Dunkers, but dude, I was just thinking about Wawa. Remember what I was getting, like the hard-boiled eggs and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
but we haven't gone. Wait,
I just want to do a quick update before the end.
Okay, go.
Yeah, so obviously you guys see I'm not in a sling. My surgeon believes in, I keep calling it a futuristic surgery, but it's not a futuristic surgery.
not.
It's happening right now.
Yeah, it's not.
But like he puts two pieces of metal instead of one on top, one in the front, and he like boxes in the bone, and my bone is drilled from the front and the top into this metal box. So my bone is going nowhere. Like there's no risk of me not being in a sling unless I'm lifting weight over 5 pounds or trying to do something where I'm lifting my own body weight or doing something dumb. But essentially within 30 hours of the surgery, I was going for range of motion already. And this is day 6. As you can see,
Don't be too crazy.
elbows above the shoulder.
You're at
And-
90.
And I feel great. Like I feel,
Do you think he takes pictures of like, every surgery, like inside?
yeah, he had x-rays from other people that he showed me before I signed on to get the surgery.
No, I'm saying like, do you think he takes pictures of the inside of your bone?
Oh, I wish. I don't know. That'd be cool though.
Right?
I doubt it.
Why? Because
But
it literally make us
actually,
throw
there was
up.
someone when I was younger. There was a guy that used to be like, "Yo, you know what you should do? This is a good industry idea." He was like, "You should just get permission to film in operating rooms, everybody wants to see that. And I
No
was
one
like,
wants to see that,
I was like,
really.
this guy's kind of onto something.
Yeah, but they do
Imagine.
that. But who act? I mean, they used to.
Well, imagine a YouTube channel where you're just filming in the operating room and like the patient just signs it over. Like I would sign mine over and then I would download the video and I'd have my operation on film. That would be sick.
Ugh, I wouldn't want to see it.
I would film it. That'd be amazing.
He's like, I am Dahmer.
Yeah, like
No, I'm not trying to eat
He
anything.
lives
But
in Florida in the woods by himself. Remember?
that. I
JP.
wouldn't call it the woods.
when I
Palm
first
Bay.
moved there, it kind of was.
Yeah, now it's like right.
It's all developed now.
There's
For all my damn neighbors moved in.
Damn neighbors.
That is.
For they
That's
develop.
what happens when JP goes back to Florida. He starts acting
Yeah.
Floridian.
He gets a gun out.
Aren't you gonna do with this or that?
Couldn't think of any. Do you have any?
The internet probably does.
I looked it up. I couldn't find anything good. It was all stupid. It was all like, would you rather be this or do this? I like. What?
You guys are funny.
Well, like I can't find any. Cause like, look, this is what happens when it's this or.
Just do like this or that. Dude.
No.
Do like the third one down and let's just dive into it to end this thing.
No, but they're stupid. Like dogs or cats. It's like dog. Hello.
It's okay. We can still do
Cats.
them.
Ew,
Clearly.
if you ever said cats, TV shows or movies, like I don't like these. Would you rather eat a burger or pizza? Like what? I don't want to.
We didn't get to talk about this, but we were
What?
talking about this in the car the other day. The most popular foods in the world.
iPhone or Android?
You know where I live.
Oh, the most popular. We'll do that next time though.
Yeah, but I was like, pizza's obviously the most popular food in the world.
It's got to be.
And I was right. It
Yeah,
is.
it's one. But then there's like 4 lists, so you just never know. I like the things like what was I saying? Soap or liquid soap, like anything.
Water
like
or
that.
Four Loco.
Well, obviously Four Loco. We lived through Four Loco.
Yeah,
Yep,
now
in and
Four Loko
out.
is so brutal.
Like when it was
People drink it,
when it
though.
was malt liquor.
It was
when
gnarly.
you drink a half a can and you don't know how you got home every time. Or I was just getting roofied every night. Like there's that or that. I don't know.
It
which
was
one
like
you know?
it was like for us it was like split a 30. Like if there's 4 of us we'd get 2 30s.
Yeah,
like-
100%.
Or just get 8 Four Locos.
Yeah.
You know,
That's way too much, too.
Yeah, it was way too much. You
You
never
would drink
finished.
2 Four Locos.
I remember
you would
by
have-
the
you would
end, it
go
would
out-
just be like so warm and disgusting.
Dude,
You
it
still be
was
drinking it.
well, not mine. They'd still be cold.
I wouldn't chug
get on
them.
that
I would drink.
fast.
I would literally drink half and just black out. Those
Yeah.
were so dangerous.
No, that's what I was saying. We would drink 2. Like I could drink 2 Four Locos. But there was a kid that drank 16 Four Locos and died, and that was
Did he actually die?
he died. That's the guy that died.
So that's another rumor.
What
How'd
happened to
that
him?
get around the internet?
That was the same thread as the Marilyn Manson rib thing.
Yeah, like how would that even get around?
Well, like
Yeah, when you get that one.
I don't know, but I think we did it.
Do you ever
Red
drink a
Bull or
Four Loko?
Celsius? Yeah.
Red Bull, dude. Obviously,
Celsius all
no,
day.
dude.
Well, we gotta cut this.
Red Bull is the best energy drink out,
Yeah, that's
bar
fair.
none.
For
Period.
you.
Remember?
For everyone. If it touches your lips, you know that it's the best.
They should get better flavors then.
Dude, they have every flavor under the sun.
Yeah, but I will say some of the Celsius does taste like
mad. He's
Splenda
making
and
me
stuff,
mad.
which I
Like
don't
what?
Like fake sugar.
There's no sugar in any of it, though.
That's because it's fake
What,
sugar.
Celsius?
What? It's like this
Stevia and stuff.
Be
I
out
don't
of
like
business
that.
in a week.
Have
Dude,
you- have you
Bang
been-
Energy.
Bang Energy's out
Yo,
of business.
see,
Bang.
Jordan, this is what we should talk about. Bang Energy's coming, though. We should talk about Bang Energy and stuff like
I
that.
said that Bang Energy, but all the people that made money, good for you because they made a ton of money.
Oh, all the
What happened to
All the
influencers?
influencers. This rich guy created this energy drink, and he just pushed it on every influencer. He's given hundreds of thousands of dollars to these people to just promote it. He gave all his money, whatever he did. Now the Bang Energy's is gone, right?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Womp, womp,
he claims
womp.
it's not. One day,
It's gone.
since this is the end of the podcast, this is not an appropriate time for it, but one day I would like to tell my story of how I ended up working with Red Bull, and I had multiple other offers from other energy drinks that were actually way more financially
Enticing.
better for me at the time, but I stuck with Red Bull.
But like Red Bull's classic. Like that's who I would want to work for.
Yeah.
Like it's Red Bull.
Yeah.
It's just like, and what are they called when they're just like that? It's like a Coca-Cola. Like
Pretty
you're
much.
working with Coca-Cola.
And yo, this
you made
always
it.
happens with sponsors though. Like I had Red Bull approach me, and then they're like, you know, like yeah, blah blah blah. Like this is the Mid Atlantic. Like we have like some ability to work with some people that we like, and they're like sending me numbers. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I have like Celsius sending me numbers, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Just a little tone change.
But I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna just sell my soul
Yeah.
for money. Like, I wanted to work with Red Bull, and now it's worked out. But yeah, we could go in and
You're in it for the long haul.
yeah.
Yeah.
I look at every deal that I do as a long haul
Yeah.
choice, 100%. You have to, because I believe in myself that I'm going to be around.
And I do believe.
Because there's a lot of ankle slappers that have not been ridden.
Okay.
All of them. Most of them.
Most of them.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. JP O'Brien is putting his finger up. He wants to speak. You have the floor.
I'll show you after.
Okay.
It's a wave I found.
Let's say big, huge, massive thank you to our friend from Florida. He is a Florida transplant.
Thanks for having me.
JP O'Brien. You can follow him on Instagram at JP O'Brien DV_.
And we will not lose this podcast.
No underscore.
Oh, he got rid of the underscore.
Never had one.
He never had one now. So
I'm the only one with a
It's probably. Where is it? Do you put it on the screen somewhere?
I mean, I can, yeah.
Yeah, right here.
And yep, once again, thank you to my beautiful wife.
Thank you for my beautiful husband.
It is our wedding anniversary in 6 days from now. So 5 days. Go to her Instagram. Wish her happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We have been having an amazing time making the Fully Nuking podcast. So
yeah, subscribe. We were trying to get to 10K. We have 9.7.
9.74.
Woo!
And we'll see you next week
Bye.
for the dream.
Bye.
Later. That was a good one, guys. Good job.
That was cool.
I could talk for 4 hours.